Good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to my guest room slash office room. I wasn't intending on making this video, which is why I look like this. I'm in my robe. My hair isn't done. I was just about to get in the shower, but something came over me that I wanted to talk about. I was thinking about this while I was putting my laundry in my dryer, and I don't know why I've been thinking about it. I think maybe because the nicer weather is coming and I'm thinking about kind of like bathing suit weather and, going to the pool and the beach and all that stuff. And all I kept thinking in my head was, oh, well, I hope that I am skinnier than last year. We got a membership to a local pool club last year, and it took a lot in me to go. And once I started going, I fell in love with it, and we went literally almost every single day. But the thought of I don't belong there because I'm fat was what stopped me from going for so long. And while I was just doing my laundry, I started thinking of like all the things I can't do because I'm fat. And so I came into my office and I sat down on my computer, which is in front of me, which is why I'm looking this way. And I wrote down all of the things throughout the years that I thought I couldn't do because I am fat. And I know that sounds ludicrous. I know that sounds insane because I can do whatever the fuck I want. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Whether you're skinny, fat, average, muscly, whatever it is. There's nothing that we cannot do just because of our body. And so, actually, I just thought of another one while I'm sitting here. And yeah, so I wanted to like share this list with you because if anybody else feels this way, I want you to know that you are not alone. So if I look this way, I apologize. I'll try to kind of move my screen so I'm less this way. But so this is my list of things I can't do or I was made myself to believe. Nobody else told me this, by the way. This is just what I have made for myself because I am so uncomfortable and was so uncomfortable with being fat. And in my eyes, these were things that people who are fat can't do. Let's get into it. Okay. Things I can't do because I'm fat. Number one, go get waxed. And I'm not talking like your eyebrows or your lip. I'm talking about your kitty cat, your beehole, your back, your armpits, your legs, anything that requires your body other than your face. And many, many years ago, honestly, I probably was at my heaviest at this point. I used to go get Brazilian waxes all the time. And it took everything in me to go because I thought, oh, the waxer is not going to want to wax a plus size girl. She's not going to, or he or she is not going to want to worry about the belly. It's going to be gross for them, like blah, blah. I was so concerned about what this person, this stranger, this professional was going to think of my body. It stopped me from doing that for years. And one day I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go. And I ended up doing it for years and years. And I ended up doing it at my heaviest weight and I ended up doing it at my lowest weight. And I loved it. I loved getting waxed. Obviously it hurt, but I loved it. And then when I gained all of my weight back, now I'm back in that mindset of my body is gross. So that's something I can't do. So that's one. Even though I know none of this is true, I'm just taking you through my thought process. So go get waxed is one. Another one is go get a facial. And this one is so stupid because whether you are fat, whether you are skinny, whether you're average, whether you're whatever, anything, everybody has a face. Everybody has skin. We're all allowed to go pamper ourselves. But to me, when I think of going to get a facial, I think of laying down. I think of my shoulders going up because I have broad shoulders. I think of my chins doing this. And when I think of the massage aspect of this, and how they do your hair and like all these things, I just think like my body is too hard to work on. Again, not true, but this is just how my brain works. That kind of goes into getting a massage. I have gotten maybe like 2 or 3 massages in my life. And each time while laying on the table, when I'm supposed to be relaxing, I'm feeling bad for this person who is giving me the massage, the facial, the wax, whatever. It's a running theme here because I feel bad that they're handling a gross body. And this is going to come off really weird. And this is another thing I want to talk about like in depth in another video, not today. I want you guys to know that this is only how I feel about my body. I think all bodies are gorgeous at whatever weight. You are beautiful. I do not think your body is gross. Just like I'm sure you guys don't think my body is gross. But because it is my body and because I am hard on myself, I think it's gross. It's very weird because I can look at someone who is 5 times the size of me and think she looks gorgeous in that. She or he looks beautiful in this. I wish I could do my hair like that. I wish I could do that because they are beautiful, because they are confident, because of all of these things, but I can't ever look at myself that way. That's something else I want to get into another day, but just know when I say like, they don't want to work on a gross body because I'm fat, I'm only talking about mine. I'm not talking about plus size in general. Please don't take that the wrong way. So that's another one. Going to a public beach or a public pool. I kind of touched on this a little bit. I, again, am so uncomfortable in my body. I'm getting better, but in the past of my whole plus size journey here, these are just things that I felt like I couldn't do. I wasn't allowed to do. I shouldn't be doing because of the way my body looked. So go to a public beach, a public pool. Walk into a gym, especially in the weights area. Always just concerned that other people were going to be like, oh, why is she here? Oh, like she doesn't know what she's doing. It's the judgment from other people, which is so strange for me also because I don't give a fuck what people think about me. I truly don't. And so that it's kind of confusing as to why I feel like I can't do these things because I truly don't care what people think. Like I have very, very, very thick skin and I've been blessed in my life to where I really have not encountered bullying because of my body. So I don't know where all of these, like, I can't do this stems from because it's not like I've had bad experiences in the past with any of this stuff. It's all just like internal, my brain telling me I can't do this. So yeah, maybe I have a deeper issue with that than I thought I did. Okay, next. Sit in the middle seat of an airplane. So this is a fear of mine because I'm always worried that I'm not going to fit. I always worry I'm going to be cramped like this, or I'm always worried I'm going to be like too wide. The seatbelts aren't going to fit, things like that. I think that's self-explanatory. Not wanting a booth at a restaurant, again, because I'm worried I won't fit. I have gone to restaurants so many times where I'm literally like pushed up against a booth and it's so uncomfortable and it makes me feel uncomfortable because you can tell that like I'm squished and crammed like in this booth. So hating booths at restaurants, something I can't do as a fat person. I guess don't want to, feel I shouldn't be doing, is uncomfortable to do is kind of the overall theme. Let's see. Wear shorts, tank tops, skirts, dresses, etc. Swimsuits. Again, it just all comes down to being uncomfortable in my own skin. I feel like I can't do these things because I'm not happy when I have these clothes on. And I'm going to make a whole separate goals video, but one of my goals this year is being able to just walk in my closet, put something on, and not worry about what I look in it or look like in it. Let's see what else is on my list here. Social media, which is funny because I'm talking to my phone, which I'm posting on social media. But I feel like, man, this is going to sound really dark. Not meaning for this to sound so dark or to turn so quickly, but I feel like, oh, wow, it's a lot actually when you say it out loud. I feel like my words, my opinions, my experiences, this is weird. We're processing this together because I never realized how bad this sounded until I'm saying it out loud now. I feel like my experiences, opinions, advice is less than because of my size. Social media is such a weird place because a lot of social media, whether people want to believe it or not, is first impressions, right? Someone's vibe, what their story is, what their content is, of course, is very important. But everybody bases judgment off of first impressions. And first impressions, most of the time, are based off of looks. And a lot of people on this app who are, or not on this app specifically, but in social media, are successful because of how they look. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, because you do you, whatever works for you, I'm all for it. But it's the truth. So sometimes doing social media is like, especially over on TikTok, like I feel like I post around the same things on there, and I feel like TikTok is like a different beast. And I just feel like, and I know this isn't true. Again, logically, I know this isn't true. This is just how my brain is working right now. And I guess has worked for a long time. If I am bigger, I am less than. And I know, I'm going to say it again. I know that's not true. I know that's not true. And I'm going to look at myself. I know that's not true. But just with the way the world is, I feel like, me specifically, I don't want to speak for everybody, but me specifically, I feel like I've been tricked into, well, sex sells, and if you're not beautiful, then that sucks. If you're not a supermodel, no one's going to pay attention to you, like all of these things. And I have so much to share, and I have so much knowledge about random things, and it's held me back for so long with posting and wanting to make a community and connecting with people on certain things, because I always felt like my words, my opinion didn't matter because of the way I look. So that's another thing. One other thing that I'll say before I hop off of here, because this is getting too dark, is amusement rides. They are not plus size friendly. And some of those I can't do, and we collectively can't do because of physical restrictions, like weight limits, or let's use Disney, for instance. I've never been to Disney because I'm worried about all the walking. I'm worried that the rides aren't fat people friendly, and I don't want to spend all this money to go there and not be able to do all of these rides. I just feel like there is a lot that I have missed out on in life because I'm not worried about other people's judgment. This is what I'm realizing. I'm processing all of this as I'm talking to you guys. I'm not worried about other people's judgment. I'm worried about my own judgment towards myself. I can list a million other things: dancing, karaoke, bowling, all of these things, all of these experiences that I have done. I've done them in my life, but I've done them uncomfortable. And I'm just so ready to not fucking be uncomfortable in my own body, in my own head anymore. I don't even mean like physically uncomfortable, because obviously being fat, hurts your knees, or hurts your feet, or hurts your back, you're out of breath, whatever. That's a whole nother fucking thing. But I mean mentally uncomfortable with myself. I'm just so ready to experience life and not be uncomfortable in my own body, in my own head. I mean, I'm short. being short and fat is hard. Like going to the fucking bar and sitting at the bar that has a chair that's tall that I have to like hop up on. To me, that's embarrassing. And it's embarrassing not because I have to hop up on it, but because I'm fat. Like the way my brain works is so stupid. Like I know these things are dumb. I know that they're not logical. I know no one else is paying attention to me and they don't fucking care. And if they are paying attention to me and my body bothers them so much, that's a problem with them, not with me. So all of these things I can't do because I'm fat are things that I need to battle with myself, because the only judgment here that I'm worried about is my own. So sorry for that rant. Sorry I look crazy. This was just a weird, like, as I'm doing my laundry, I'm like, why do I feel this way? Because there's no fucking reason why I should feel this way. And I hope none of you can relate to this video. And if you can, I'm sorry. That makes me so sad. And I know some of it has to do with society. A lot of it has to do with society. But let's change our mindset here. Things I can't do because I'm fat: get waxed, get a facial, go to a public beach, walk into a gym, especially the weights area, sit in the middle seat of an airplane, not want a booth at a restaurant, social media, get a massage, go to a public pool, wear shorts, tank top skirts, amusement rides, fucking tall chairs at a bar. We're changing that to things I can't do to things I can do, I'm allowed to do, I'm privileged to do, I am accepted to do. That's my rant. Happy Saturday.